Good afternoon, everyone. If you could take your seats, we'll begin our program. It's such a pleasure to see everybody here on such an exciting, just the energy in the room. It's so good to be thanking people for good work. It's just a pleasure. I'm so glad to see you all here. Good afternoon and welcome to the BGR 2022 Excellence in Government Awards. Please enjoy your lunch as we begin the program. I'm Norma Grace, the current chair of BGR's Board of Directors. We're delighted you could join us to recognize this year's honorees for their outstanding performance, creative problem solving, and dedicated service to the public. Their hard work has improved our government throughout the region. The Excellence in Government Awards are an exciting mission of the Bureau of Governmental Research. BGR, as you know, is a private, nonprofit, independent research organization dedicated to informed policy making and the effective use of public resources for the improvement of government in the greater New Orleans area. Like our honorees today, we actively work to facilitate efficient and effective government. And you all are the ones that make it work. It's just wonderful to be here. And now, if I could introduce to you Becky Mowbray, who is the president and CEO of BGR, and she will tell you why BGR created the Excellence in Government Awards. Thank you.
Thank you, Norma. My name is Becky Mowbray, and I joined BGR earlier this year as the organization's new leader. I am thrilled to be at BGR, and I am delighted to have the opportunity to meet so many of you today. Since BGR began the Excellence in Government Awards in 1994, we have given more than 150 awards to extraordinary public employees and private citizens. Our goal is to inspire public sector achievement and citizen engagement. BGR's Biennial Awards program is possible only with the support of our sponsor, Canal Barge Company. We greatly appreciate Canal Barge's commitment to BGR and its Excellence in Government Awards. Merritt Lane, President and CEO of Canal Barge, will now make a few remarks.
I don't usually get to be taller. I like this. Hi, everyone. So thanks a lot, Becky. Canal Barge Company has sponsored BGR's Excellence in Government Awards since 2014. We're excited to do it again this year. Our company recognizes, as BGR does, that there are many individuals who work quietly every day, but diligently and with great passion to make government work better for citizens and businesses in the New Orleans area. These individuals, some of whom we will honor today, recognize that governing is not about the ribbon cuttings or the TV sound bites. Rather, it's about finding new pathways and solutions to better outcomes. Often there are obstacles and challenges, and persistence matters. Those who succeed, like our honorees today, are truly the unsung heroes of local and state government in our area. It has been a rewarding experience to have served on BGR's selection committee this year. I've developed a great appreciation and respect for the outstanding efforts of this year's group of honorees. We hope you will enjoy their stories too. On behalf of my brother David, who's here with us today, and the entire CBC family, I want to congratulate our honorees and thank all of you for coming. Thank you very much.
Merritt, thank you for those words of congratulations. We appreciate the support of Canal Barge Company. We are pleased to have many elected officials attending this morning, and we appreciate your essential support of our work. Thank you for being open and responsive to our recommendations when we present them throughout the year. And thank you for working with us to improve local government's ability to function effectively. We ask that all elected officials with us today please stand and be recognized, and please join me in welcoming them to today's luncheon. Before we proceed, I would like to thank BGR's members for their support of our efforts to improve government in the metro area. If you are not a member, please consider joining their ranks. You can learn more about BGR by scanning the QR code inside the program with your cell phone. That's right here. From there, you can join our mailing list and learn more about becoming a BGR member. So thank you very much. Please enjoy your lunch. We'll resume the program in about 15 minutes. In the interest of time, I'd like to turn the program over to the chair of BGR's 2022 Excellence in Government Awards Committee, Blake Stanfill. Blake, thank you very much for your hard work.
Thank you, Becky. I'm proud to be part of such an important event. This year, BGR received nominations from across the metropolitan area. It was the responsibility of the Excellence in Government Awards Selection Committee to review all of the nominations and select individuals we honor today. I would like to recognize the members of the 2022 Selection Committee. This group of dedicated volunteers spent hours carefully reviewing all the nominations. The committee includes Susan Brennan, Norma Grace, Jesse Haynes, Merritt Lane, Andrew Lee, Jennifer Neal, and Charles West. Thank you all for your time. You've chosen some truly outstanding honorees. Please join me in thanking these committee members for their hard work. I would also like to thank BGR staff who assisted the committee in reviewing this year's nominees. Led by Stephen Stewart, BGR's Vice President and Research Director, the staff did a terrific job in guiding the selection committee throughout its review process. Thank you, Stephen. Where are you?
He's over here.
Oh, hey, Stephen. Oh, awesome. And BGR staff. Lee Zurich of Fox 8 News is with us this afternoon to present the BGR Excellence in Government Awards. It gives me great pleasure to turn the program over to him. Lee, thank you for your generous contribution of your time and talent this afternoon.
Thank you, Blake. I'm delighted to be a part of the Excellence in Government Awards. I think other than COVID, I've been doing this, I think like 10 to 15 years, and I do love this because, you know, we report on negative things a lot, do negative investigations, and this is positive. So it is nice to do positive things. And I will say this, I looked over the book, I read over all these names, and not one person being honored today has been the subject of one of our investigations. So these are legit people, okay? They passed the BGR and the Fox 8 test. These awards, look, BGR and all of us honor people who push each day to improve government. The BGR Excellence in Government Awards competition is open to public employees of state and local agencies and citizens in the metropolitan area. I was talking to Norma Grace just a little while ago, and I think it's important what she told me, like this, the winners here today, this is a big deal. Like this isn't just, hey, 10 people apply and BGR, you know, has lunch and decides to just honor 10 people. Like they get a lot of applications for this, and like the winners here like are legit. Like this, they have meetings and talk about this and probably fight over who should get it. So like if you won today, that's a big deal. So we're grateful to have the many people who submitted nominations this year, and today we honor a few of the outstanding people who were nominated. So y'all want to get to it? Let's do it. All right. Start with the Merit Awards. The first awards will be presented this afternoon are the Merit Awards. They recognize outstanding performance by public sector employees during the period January of 2020 to June of 2022. The first 2022 Merit Award is presented to the St. Charles Parish Homeland Security and Emergency Preparedness employees. The 11 team members receiving the award are Jason Tastet, the current director, Joe Ganote, the former director, Christy Bernard, George Dugas, Lee Hebert, James Kokemore, Jim Polk, Steve Sermon, Brandon Touchard, Michael Trigg, and Eric Zamet Jr. The team is known for going the extra mile to keep Parish residents and businesses safe from all types of emergencies and security threats. When other lines of communication were down after Hurricane Ida, the team used ham radio to request assistance for St. Charles Parish and neighboring parishes. They were also instrumental in the quick setup and smooth operation of distribution points for food and other necessities after the storm. In 2020, they implemented a drone detection system to identify and interrupt possible security threats to critical infrastructure in the parish. This increased safety for government facilities and several major industrial sites. For their proactive approach to addressing diverse public safety challenges, BGR presents the Excellence in Government 2022 Merit Award to the St. Charles Parish Homeland Security and Emergency Preparedness employees. Who's speaking?
What an honor. Thanks to BGR for recognizing the employees of our department. This is the second time during my career at St. Charles EOC that we have been recognized by BGR, the first being in 2001. Our success as an organization isn't done alone. It's directly based upon the support we receive. First, from our administration, I'd like to thank Parish President Jewell for your support, leadership, and attention that you give our department. I'd also like to thank the Parish Council for their support. Your presence at the EOC day-to-day and during emergencies is meaningful and provides value to the entire parish. In March of 2020, President Jewell declared a disaster for COVID-19 pandemic. Since then, there's been 12 additional disaster declarations in St. Charles Parish. I want to thank the department staff for their work during these past 2.5 years. You're a group of well-educated, well-trained individuals that come together as a team to do extraordinary things to protect the people of St. Charles Parish. Not only have you responded accordingly to all of these events, you have maintained all of our daily requirements, even excelled in a federally graded radiological exercise, and continue to take training courses and participate in drills during this time. Thank you for your hard work and dedication.
Thank you very much. Congratulations. All right, the second 2022 Merit Award is presented to Waldine Mitchell, Customer Service Manager for the Sewage and Water Board of New Orleans. Ms. Mitchell led the Sewage and Water Board's call center team in shifts around the clock to respond to customer concerns during Hurricane Ida. They also detected patterns of flooding and other problems to assist emergency operations staff and crews in the field. Executive Director Ghassan Corbin praised Ms. Mitchell's ability to connect the dots as if she has a heat map in her head. And she works with equal dedication in day-to-day operations. She guided the call center through the surges in calls and staffing losses they've faced since the onset of COVID-19 in 2020. Ms. Mitchell has also become a leader for change at the Sewage and Water Board. She has taken an active role in implementing the agency's new 5-year strategic plan for operational improvement. For her outstanding management of the Sewage and Water Board Call Center, BGR presents the Excellence in Government 2022 Merit Award to Waldine Mitchell.
Okay, guys, I'm not that tall, but I'm very loud. Don't be fooled.
Let's do that, though.
Okay, thank you. I'd first like to thank BGR for recognizing me with this Merit Award. I think everybody in this room should be honored for everything we do. I want to thank my colleagues, the leadership team, for the encouragement and environment that allows me to be better at what I do day to day. I'd also like to thank my executive director, Mr. Hassan Corbin, and my leadership team as well for choosing me when we have so many fine men and women that works every day to bring you clean water, drainage, etc. At the end of the day, what we must know is that we all must lead by example. Leadership to me means what we do outweighs our own everyday-to-day operation, but know that we should want social change and social obligations. So I appreciate this award, but when I think about it, it's for everyone in the room, and especially my colleagues that help me day to day to get it done. Thank you for this honor. Y'all have a wonderful day.
All right, the third 2022 Merit Award is presented to Brian Wallace, Chief Administrative Officer of the City of Harahan. Mr. Wallace played a key role in Harahan's adoption of a detailed strategic plan for economic development and its certification as a Louisiana Development Ready Community in 2021. Fewer than 50 municipalities in the state and only 4 others in the New Orleans area have earned this certification. Mr. Wallace also has aided Harahan in its efforts to secure funding to repair and upgrade its sewer system. It's one of the city's top priorities with an $18 million infrastructure need. Mr. Wallace has secured several $million for the work and is pursuing other grants to avoid a tax increase. Harahan's slogan is "Small towns can do big things." Mr. Wallace has been a driving force in making that statement a reality. For his efforts to secure funding to repair and upgrade the city's sewer system and promote economic development, BGR presents the Excellence in Government 2022 Merit Award to Brian Wallace.
Thank you very much. I don't have very much to say other than thank you, BGR. It is an honor to be noticed for our work, but this is not an individual award. It's a team award, and I'd like to recognize Team Harahan over on table 14. We've got Representative Big John Ilg, State Senator Kirk Talbot. We've got City Council members Eric Chatelain, Jason Asbill. We have our city clerk, Carrie Eustace, who reminds us every day that we're not nearly as smart as we think we are, and we're usually late in turning in some sort of paperwork. And we also have one of our biggest supporters. Without private sector help, a lot of our projects would not even be considered. And Wayne Ducote's with us as well. But I'd like to give them a big thank you. I also would be remiss if I didn't thank the mayor of Harahan. He believes in the same vision that I do, that small towns can do big things, and we also believe that we can be the catalyst for change in the state. Even though we are a small town, we think that we can help other towns succeed, and that's really our goal and our mission, and that's it. So thank you very much.
All right, the fourth 2022 Merit Award is presented to Ira Wilson, principal of Strelly Community School in Jefferson Parish. Ms. Wilson believes strongly in second chances. The school she leads serves youth from across Jefferson Parish who are at risk of dropping out of school, and it helps them get back on track. Many students have been expelled from their regular schools or come from juvenile detention centers. Ms. Wilson has created flexible options at Strelly to help students earn their credits they need to graduate or obtain a high school equivalency diploma. During Ms. Wilson's tenure, more students have completed a brief enrollment at Strelly and successfully transferred to a regular high school to graduate. Before her arrival, more than 40% of students were sent back to Strelly after attempting a return to another high school. That figure has now fallen to 20%. For her efforts to improve academic performance and student outcomes at Jefferson Parish's only alternative high school, BGR presents the Excellence in Government 2022 Merit Award to Ira Wilson.
First, I would like to thank the BGR committee for an honor. As my colleagues know, I am one that I don't like to be honored because I don't do this job because of me. It is because of the children of Jefferson Parish. At Straley, we have a motto, it's a place where opportunities are given. And truly, our kids have been given opportunities. And I could not have done this work without, of course, my Jefferson Parish colleagues, board president, the superintendent, and the school, and my staff and supportive staff. And of course, my husband, who has always been in my corner. So again, on behalf of Straley, I'm accepting the award. I'm the one that's being honored, but this award is for the students of Straley Community School, a place where opportunities are given. Thank you.
All right, moving on to our next awards. The Innovation Award is presented for cutting-edge problem-solving in government that was successfully implemented during the 5-year period from July of 2017 to June of 2022. The first 2022 Innovation Award is presented to the St. Charles Parish Assessor's Office employees. Give them a clap. You can clap. That's all right. All right. The 19 members receiving the award are Timothy J. Vial, Chief Deputy Assessor, Kathy Albanese, Alicia Bustamante, Constance Carter, Gregory Champagne Jr., Faye Kristen, Tanya Joseph, Corey Mathern, April Noel, Joe Otailo, Hayden Petit, Bruce Petrie, David Pizzolatto, Ashley Plaisance, Angeline Singleton, Elena Cunningham, Mary Griffin, Clyde Jackson, and Harry Zeller. It's a mouthful. Nice work. All right. Following Hurricane Ida, the assessor's office individually evaluated all residential and commercial property in St. Charles Parish, about 20,000 parcels. All y'all need to get on here. Come on. Huh? Everybody? Okay. I'm going. Instead of requiring property owners to submit proof of their damage, the office assessed it themselves using a combination of aerial and street photography and field inspections. They devised a 5-point scale to classify the level of damage to each parcel. Ultimately, they adjusted the assessed value of more than 14,000 parcels. Fewer than 1% of property owners sought a further reduction. Despite many logistical challenges, this team completed the process in time for the parish to collect 2021 property taxes without experiencing revenue shortfalls that could have disrupted critical government services. For their design and implementation of a rapid, accurate process for reviewing property for hurricane damage, and their timely completion of a parish-wide reassessment, BGR presents the Excellence in Government 2022 Innovation Award to the St. Charles Parish Assessor's Office employees.
Thank you. On behalf of the St. Charles Parish Assessor's Office, I'd like to thank BGR for this recognition of the innovation, hard work, and dedication of our staff after Hurricane Ida. Our residents endured tremendous destruction, and it was the goal of Assessor Tab Troxler to be proactive in providing tax relief to our citizens without having them contact our office, making it as easy as possible, as they did not need another thing to worry about. Our staff came together, developed a system, and implemented it at remarkable speed. This allowed our office to complete a parish-wide reassessment, finishing the 2021 ad valorem tax process with a minimum delay in funding to our taxing districts, which were providing critical service to our residents. In addition, I'd like to thank our fellow assessors, officers, and their staff members who came down to support us after Ida. Their show of care and support was very much appreciated. We have some of the assessors with us here today. Again, thanks to Assessor Troxler for his leadership, and to our entire staff for a job well done. Thank you.
That's all right. Greatest of all time. Exactly. You're right. All right, the second 2022 Innovation Award is presented to Tiffany Delcourt, Chief Operations Officer for New Orleans Public Schools. Perhaps no pandemic-created challenge was as complex or consequential as sustaining children's access to education and the services schools provide. Ms. Delcourt grasped this immediately and lost no time developing responsive solutions. Within 2 days of the governor's order closing schools statewide, she organized multiple sites where students could pick up complete meals. This was an essential service for a school district where close to 90% of students are economically disadvantaged and receive 2 to 3 meals a day from their school. And while few school districts opted to implement the COVID-19 testing program the Louisiana Department of Health created specifically for schools, Ms. Delcourt jumped at the opportunity. Conducting regular voluntary testing provided a much more accurate picture of COVID spread and helped the school system respond more effectively. Ms. Delcourt also created opportunities for school nurses to have focused discussions with medical doctors. Her colleagues said Ms. Delcourt worked late nights and weekends alongside these nurses, staff, and healthcare leaders to keep New Orleans public schools safe, and her leadership and dedication led to lives saved and students learning against steep odds. For her work to develop effective, timely responses to the COVID-19 pandemic for the benefit of New Orleans school children, BGR presents the Excellence in Government 2022 Innovation Award to Tiffany Delcourt.
You sound pretty awesome. Thank you for that. I'm truly honored and humbled to receive this award from an organization that is known for their truth-telling. And for an organization that provides policy tools for those in government to make sure that we serve our communities best. As most have already said, good work doesn't come from the efforts of a single individual, but from a team focused on a singular goal. Many of those team members are here today, and I'd like to take this opportunity to honor them and thank them. First, Dr. Henderson Lewis, Superintendent of Schools at the onset of COVID and for countless surges afterwards. Thank you for your trust, your guidance, and support. We did big things together. Next, I'd like to thank Dina Hasiotis, who was my partner in this work for the first year and a half, who constantly pushed us to do more and to do it faster. To our partners who gave us expertise when we needed it most notably Dr. Jennifer Avegno with the City of New Orleans, who made sure that the health and stability of our students was one of her top focuses. Next, Dr. Leron Finger with Children's Hospital, our medical advisors from LSU Health Sciences. They gave us the expertise and research to ensure our response was not based on the politics of the moment, but based on the needs of our students and our invaluable staff. And to all of my NOLA Public Schools teammates, our school board members, and all other partners, and our countless school leaders who executed our plans with excellence, delivering 10,000 computers, 3 million tests over 2 years, all of the countless things that we did together for 2 years. Thank you so much. I'm again incredibly honored to be here today, but also overwhelmed with thanks for all of those who got us through these last 2 years. Thank you.
All right, the third 2022 Innovation Award is presented to Rachel Thomas, Social Services Unit Supervisor for the Special Victims Division of the New Orleans Police Department. Ms. Thomas has played a key role in successfully implementing initiatives to expand the role of social workers in the division, which investigates reports of sex crimes, domestic violence, and child abuse. These initiatives have increased the social and emotional support provided to survivors, as well as the amount of time detectives can devote to investigations. Key initiatives Ms. Thomas has helped launch include sending social workers with detectives to crime scenes in the most serious cases to provide immediate support to survivors, witnesses, and family members. They also include having social workers facilitate effective communications between survivors and the detective investigating their case. Her efforts have supported greater transparency and more victim-centered policing, 2 goals for the New Orleans Police Department. For her compassion, dedication, and leadership in helping the NOPD address complex challenges and improve its service to the public, BGR presents the Excellence in Government 2022 Innovation Award to Rachel Thomas.
Thank you. Receiving this award is very humbling, and it's also an amazing feeling. But I want to thank BGR Selection Committee as well. I would like to take this opportunity to thank NOPD Superintendent Sean Ferguson for attending, along with Mary Claire Landry, the CEO of the New Orleans Family Justice Center. My sincere appreciation goes to Chief Dupree for making sure someone from Special Victims Division was nominating, and to Lieutenant Sheila Celius for nominating me for the Innovation Award. Thank you, Lieutenant. I want to express my deep appreciation and thanks to my success team that helped make this honor possible. One man cannot do this alone. So can we give a round of applause to the New Orleans Police Department, Special Victims Division, social workers, detectives, and our partnering agencies. For me, this journey began shortly after Katrina in 2006 at the New Orleans Family Justice Center, working with victims of violent crimes. I then moved on to the New Orleans Police Department after the consent decree in 2015, along with 2 other social workers. We started this journey with 3. We all know again that one man cannot do this. In addition, I want to acknowledge my husband for his understanding, support, and belief in me. Just like I believe in the many victims, survivors we encounter during a given day, congratulations to all the recipients of the Bureau of Governmental Research Award. Keep up the good work. Please keep in mind that this month, I have to say this, is Domestic Violence Awareness Month. And on that note, when you see something, say something, but let's all partake in what? Doing something. Thank you, and I appreciate and accept this award.
The Lifetime Achievement Award is presented to individual, local, or state employees with an outstanding career of public service in the New Orleans area. The first 2022 Lifetime Achievement Award goes to Robert Graham, Jr., Director of Operations for the Lake Pontchartrain Causeway Bridge. In his 27 years working for the Greater New Orleans Expressway Commission, Mr. Graham has worked tirelessly to keep the dual-span, 24-mile-long Causeway Bridge running smoothly and safely. From his early days as a vehicle maintenance mechanic to his current position as Director of Operations, he's played a key role in many safety initiatives that have reduced the number of accidents on the bridge. These initiatives include reducing the time it takes for first responders to reach disabled vehicles, increasing the railing height on the southbound span, and adding safety bays to both spans to provide more space for emergency stops. Mr. Graham has also been instrumental in keeping the bridge and motorists safe during Southeast Louisiana's seemingly endless weather emergencies. For his outstanding career of public service to the Greater New Orleans Expressway Commission, BGR presents the Excellence in Government 2022 Lifetime Achievement Award to Robert Graham, Jr.
Thank you. I just want to say a couple things. Won't take up much time, but first I wanted to say thank you. Something like this is not achievable on your own. It takes support from your family. It takes support from your work family. And all the people in the past that believed in me, they give me confidence to just get up every day and do the right things. And it's actually easy. But I just wanted to say thank you for everyone with BGR that actually gave me this opportunity, and also the people that were interviewed in my behalf. And I just want to say thank you.
The second 2022 Lifetime Achievement Award is presented to Leslie Long, Chief Financial Officer for St. Tammany Parish Government. In her 2 decades managing St. Tammany Parish finances, Ms. Long has achieved a track record of excellence. Clean financial audits have become the norm, and taxpayers have benefited from strong internal controls and effective management of federal funds. A prime example is Ms. Long's diligent effort to maximize FEMA reimbursements for parish government's storm damage and debris cleanup after Hurricane Katrina in 2005. Ms. Long knew that covering the parish's costs meant getting the federal paperwork right. She and her team developed careful processes and performed thorough internal audits, earning national praise in saving taxpayers. Her colleagues could not think of a better word than meticulous to describe Ms. Long's financial management. She embraces her duty to manage parish funds accurately and communicates financial matters to officials and the public in clear and simple terms. For her outstanding career of public service to St. Tammany Parish, BGR presents the Excellence in Government 2022 Lifetime Achievement Award to Leslie Long.
Good afternoon. I want to thank BGR for honoring me today with this Lifetime Achievement Award for my career at St. Tammany Parish Government. To my friends and coworkers who nominated me for this award, I thank you from the bottom of my heart. Working is something I truly enjoy. And I think I have my parents, Jack and Betty Salter, to thank for that. My mom, who worked in the DA's office, and my dad was a high school teacher and coach, taught my 5 siblings and I that we should always do everything to the best of our ability. Just like my dad's locker room, our kitchen had signs. I'm so sorry. Had signs on the walls to motivate us. Things like think positive, play like a champion, Always give 110%. He even put one on the inside of the pantry that read, "When life gives you lemons, make lemonade." I took these lessons and applied them to my life both at work and at home. I am lucky that my husband Keith and our 4 children, Travis, Paige, Dylan, and Morgan, were understanding when Mom had to work late. I'm lucky to have a finance staff that has been committed to doing excellent work. I'm lucky that 3 parish presidents, Kevin Davis, Pat Brister, and Mike Cooper, gave me the opportunity to serve in their administration. And I'm lucky that we shared similar visions to build excellence every day, to be accountable, transparent, and to work as a team so we can accomplish great things for the citizens of our community. And as much as I love the work I do, it has not always been easy. Those of you who know me know that I can be hard-headed and passionate about what I do. So it was the CAOs and deputy CAOs who gave me wise advice and reminded me that tomorrow would be a better day. So I close with sincere thanks to all of you who made today possible: BGR, the administration, the parish council, my coworkers, my family, and my friends. Thank you.
Now to the Citizenship Award, which recognizes private citizens who have worked to improve the quality of government. The 2022 Citizenship Award and the final award for today's event goes to Andrea Neighbors, Secretary of the New Orleans Public Library's Board of Trustees. Ms. Neighbors joined the library's volunteer board of directors in 2016 because she is passionate about the impact libraries can have on the lives of people at every age. So when a 2020 city tax proposition threatened to cut library revenue by 40% without giving voters a clear plan for future library services, Ms. Neighbors took a stand against it. The public opposition voiced by a member of the library's leadership drove new support to a coalition of citizens and community organizations working to defeat the proposition and sustain library funding. Her efforts succeeded in more ways than one. Voters rejected the 2020 proposition and then overwhelmingly supported a different proposition the following year that will preserve the library's funding through 2041. It will allow the library to implement a new strategic plan it developed with extensive community input. For her pursuit of sustainable funding for the future success of New Orleans Public Libraries, BGR presents the Excellence in Government 2022 Citizenship Award to Andrea Neighbors.
I don't know how to work these. There's a lot of you. Yikes. Okay. Leslie, I kind of cry too when I visit our public library and see what goes on there. It's really moving. So I want to thank BGR trustees and staff. This award represents a tale of 2 millages. I'd way rather forget the 2020 millage, the one that Dickens would have called the worst of times. It would have cut, like he just said, the budget 40% for 20 years. The political climate was so miserable that I wanted to leave the library board. The only pluses were that the public reminded our leaders that NOPL is not a resource that they're willing to see squandered. And a core group of library advocates gave a master class in how to fight for what's important. And some of them are here today, Shannon Satanovich from Friends of the NOPL, and Courtney Kearney with Save Our Libraries. Thank you for your bravery and your work. The 2021 millage is the best of times part of the story. Helena Moreno and Joe Giarrusso on the council got a full budget renewal before voters. BGR endorsed the millage, thank you, and they lauded our 10-year strategic plan. And the previously divided library board worked together to pass that full renewal. So I hope everyone has been to a library branch recently. If you haven't, please go. Not just to see what we offer these days, and you might be surprised at what you find, but to see your library in action. Last week at Nora Navra, 3 kids showed up as I was returning a book. One had a bike, and he asked me, "Do you think they'll let me bring this bike inside?" And I said, "I don't know, but I can tell you this. If not, they'll check you out of bike lock." So we walked in together. He made his request of the librarian. She smiled and said, "No, but we can check you out of bike lock." And his face fell, and he said, "But I don't have my library card." She still smiled. She said, "That's okay. We know you. You come here. We'll figure it out." Wow. Best of times, worst of times. This ethic is why I continue to serve. I want to thank all the people at my table and everyone who supported the New Orleans Public Library and BGR. Thanks.
All right, we're about to have the biggest round of applause of the day because we're going to ask all of the award recipients to please stand one more time. Everybody give them one big, you can scream as loud as you want right now. Ladies and gentlemen, these are the 2022 BGR Excellence in Government Award honorees. Congratulations. Blake's going to come back up here, but just thanks again for having me here today, and keep up the great work, everybody.
Thank you, Lee. Excellence, gratitude, humility. Those are some of the values that I heard shine through in the remarks from our honorees today, and reminds me of an African proverb that goes, "If you want to go somewhere fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together." And so I want to thank all of you for working together to achieve the great things that you've achieved today, throughout the last couple of years. On behalf of the BGR Board of Directors, thank you to Canal Barge Company for sponsoring this program. And thank you to the Sheraton for hosting this afternoon's event. And thanks to all of you for joining us this afternoon to recognize the honorees and for your support of BGR. If you've used the Sheraton valet parking today, please mention BGR to receive your free parking time. We hope that you will be with us for the next Excellence in Government Awards, as well as our annual luncheon this year. This concludes our program. Please enjoy the rest of your day.